Hey everyone, this is my first replay that I'm going to be recording over for StarCraft 2. This is just a test, so let's do it. Anyways, for those of you who might not be familiar with StarCraft, it's a top-down strategy game, real-time strategy, and the match you're about to see is a placement match with me as the blue Terran versus a red Protoss player. Now, due to time limits, I'm going to skip through most of this introductory bit here because no one wants to see. Oh, yep, there's my opponent. He was a skilled player. He wished me good luck and have fun, and I wish the same back to him. So, as you see right here, I'm building a barracks to start a wall off. Now, this is a placement match, so I didn't exactly know exactly what was going to happen, because, you know, a placement match could be an idiot noob or someone who knows what they're doing. This guy, just due to the way he introduced himself, exposed him as the latter. But yeah, I'm building a barracks so I can produce Marines. But as you can see, I'm supply locked at 11/11, which means I can't produce any more men. And I'm gonna be there because until I build the supply depot with this SCV who's just chilling. Here comes my opponent to try and scout with his little probe. And there goes my SCV to scout. And here I try to wall off. Whoop, walks right through the wall. So right there, the words on my mind are, crap! And now he's gonna go and try and harass my building. And for some reason that SCV decides to auto-attack that probe. And I don't know what he was doing, but then the probe goes and hides. Nope, starts running away a bit, but yeah. And here I call down my first mule using the orbital command that was upgraded. And here's my opponent. He's doing a very, very standard build for Protoss. Kind of scary, actually, that he's, you know, doing it perfect. My build time is not perfect at all yet, so yeah. But here's my SCV finally gonna get to scout, and he's gonna run square into a Zealot. So he's running for his life, and right now I'm controlling him, but I get a scout in, I see the cyberkinetics core going down, and that he's chrono boosting another Zealot. That tells me, oh crap, he's going to attack. Because you generally don't chrono boost a Zealot unless you know, are planning on having it attack soon. And yep, there's my SCV, and he dies. Poor SCV. So right here, I go start making my expansion, but right there, you see me queue up 3 Marines. That's because I realized, oh crap, those Zealots are going to be coming for me soon. So I decide to finish this wall off here by placing a nice little supply depot here, and that Marine puts himself right in the middle of danger. And right as I expected, here come the Zealots. But my wall off will be done, and I will have the Marines up before they manage to get me. I'm building another barracks because in the loading screen I'm going, you know, I should probably just go Marine Marauder. That would be smart. But yeah, I love the StarCraft 2 animations. Look, you can see they're shooting down. You probably can't because this is going to be on YouTube, but I can, and that's awesome. But yeah. And then he sees my expansion over here and goes, let's just go kill that SCV. And I'm like, crap, he's going to kill my SCV. Let's go out there. And poor SCV dies, delaying that expansion by a little bit. And then I microwave away from the Zealot a little bit, and it goes down. Get it back moving, and all this, and right about now I realize, holy crap, I've got a lot of minerals to spend. I've got 600. You're not supposed to have 600 minerals. So right about now I'm gonna queue up, I think it's two barracks maybe? I don't know, but I start producing Marauders as their concussive shells upgrade starts finishing. For my opponent's base, he's producing lots of pylons, and pretty much just going straight for a gateway build right now. He's got a stalker out thanks to a cyberkinetics core, and he is also kind of boosting his economy for some strange reason at this point. But yeah, now I'm beginning to produce Marauders because they do very well against Protoss ground units, the concussive shells causes the enemy units to slow down. So, you know, if they can't charge up and melee you, they can't attack you. Here I'm building this bunker because I figure, you know, there's going to be an attack soon, and I wanted to build the bunker so that it could protect my ramp and my expansion at the same time. So that's what I did, and I put it here instead of somewhere out, like out here. This engineering bay was there just because I felt like it needed to be there. Ah, and here's the Ghost Academy. I'd never used Ghost before, and I'm like, wait, EMP, Protoss, Shields, brilliant! So I go ahead and build the Ghost Academy. I'm pumping out Marines and Marauders. And I believe somewhere around here I queue up the weapons. Upgrade, maybe, but, yeah. My economy's still going. My command centers just doing what the command centers do. Oh, I didn't realize my opponent had expanded in the center here. Well, anyways, here's a pretty intimidating force. But I've got plenty of guys. They're on the high ground. Thus I have the advantage. He's still producing. See, this was a brilliant move right here. Putting these cannons here means that I couldn't just freely bring in a drop. See, this guy knew exactly what he was doing. These cannons, if you look straight where those cannons were positioned, if I was going to put an air production place, I'd put it right here. So when I moved my air units in, bam, they start getting shot down. This guy knew what he was doing, and that's why this was a good game, and that's why I'm recording this. Anyways, he's still producing Stalkers, he's stopped producing Zealots, and another pylon, but I believe right here, yep, he puts down a Stargate. This was a pretty scary thing for me at that moment, because if that Stargate would have been allowed to get kicking, I'd have been in trouble. Stargates warping air units, and oh yeah, here comes a pretty big push. Nasty little army of Stalkers from my opponent. And this is pretty much, I didn't see this. I had this little sensor tower. I should have seen them coming, but I didn't. But luckily, I still have my guys on the high ground, so I managed to take out several of them before they do any damage. But then, the bunker. But the poor Marines inside the bunker just go out and get slaughtered. Except that Marine. That one right there. He's alive! He survived. Yep, and I take the high ground in an attempt to allow them to not be able to retreat. Alright, be right back, people. Alright, welcome back, guys. That was my time limit running up, so let's finish off the rest of this, shall we? Right about when those Stalkers retreated, I go, you know, now I have to make a push, because if I didn't make a push then, I never would. And I noticed this SCV right here, I'm like, what the hell are you doing, SCV? Return your cargo. But yep, here comes my fairly decently sized Marine, Marauder, and single Ghost force. He spots that right there and is like, oh god. And I'm like, oh god, his units. So, but, as you saw right there, I kited those Zealots because of the concussive shells. There was an EMP shockwave from my Ghost, and there went the rest of his Stalkers. And now here comes the Void Ray. The moment where I'm like, crap, a Void Ray. But Marines counter Void Rays very well. So I just started moving up to his base, started killing the pylon, and he GG's and closes out. Thanks for watching, people, and hopefully I'll be able to have some more really good games that I can post for you all. But I'll see you guys over the horizon.